Okay, so here we are, we're with a cedar shake restoration. As you see, we're just applying some sodium hydroxide. As you see, it kind of, we're going to loosen up this. We already pre-wet, it's raining today, so we pre-wet the siding. And now you want it, that'll keep the stuff on the outside. You don't want this stuff soaking into the cedar shake. So you're just going to pre-wet this whole side of this house. And we'll show you some before and after footage of what it ends up looking like. But like I said, it's real important that you pre-wet the cedar shakes. So that way this stuff just stays on the very outside. You don't want this stuff getting sucked into the cedar shakes. That will ruin the life of the cedar shakes themselves, make it so they don't last as long. So you just do this, and you're gonna let this soak for a while. You don't want it to dry. You don't want it to turn into a salt. So here we are, we're in Rhode Island right now doing the cedar shake restoration. And in just a little bit we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so here we are with the cedar shake restoration. We already put our sodium hydroxide on the cedar shake. You can see it will turn it, it kind of cleans out all the dirt, brings it to the front. But we're doing this with no pressure, I mean a garden hose pressure. As you see, this is just hooked up to the house, but as you can see the soap rinsing right off. You want to rinse it all off because it's got a lot of color in it. See, that's just garden hose pressure. So this is a cedar shake. It's gotten pretty dark over the years. And we're just drying that nasty dark stuff right off. This is just garden hose pressure, so it's not going to leave that little fuzzy stuff. You can see here. You're not going to damage anything. You can see all the dirt and molding is coming right off. You see, we already sprayed this whole side, letting that soak a little bit right now. This has been soaking for a little bit. You can see you're not using a whole lot of pressure at all. Because you don't want it to be all fuzzy when you're done. Especially right here when you come right out the door. You can see that's very, very light pressure. Making the shingles look brand new underneath. You can see all that dirt just coming off down there. But it's going to get a lot brighter than this in just a second. So we're just rinsing this dirt off. You try to get as much dirt off as you can. As you can see, you get done with one spot. And it's dirty still again up here. But the more dirt you get off, the more dramatic it's going to be when it dries. So this is a very low pressure. This is just hooked up to their house right there. So this isn't even city water pressure. This is well water. It's not even as much pressure as you get out of city water. You could probably speed it up a little bit if you hooked up my machine. I'm just trying to show you how simple it can be. You just spray it down, and then you wash the dirt off. But this is a two-step process. So I'm going to show you the very next one in a second. But see all that nasty dirt coming off here. There we go. If you want, you can go back with a little bit of a pressure washer. It's just you're going to start to fur it up. I'm trying to do this without furring any of this wood right here because it's right next to the door. So you come right in and out of here. You want to keep the wood looking new. There you go. See, it's still getting a lot of dirt out of there. So, okay. So I got a dog in the background, but here's the finished product of that restoration after it's all dried out. As you can see it really turned out nice, those dark shingles. Not a lot of fuzz. This is with the garden hose pressure. Garden hose pressure in the citrus brightener. It's turned out pretty nice. That's how you do a cedar shake restoration. Or one way, there's a bunch of ways.